how do you brand you, and what does this mean? Now, this is normally not a topic that I would have put in this stuff, but this is important. This, I would think, is one of the top 10 things you need to know about having a business, because people do it wrong. And I want to just tell you kind of the gist of this, because it's not that hard to understand. Some people just don't know. The reason this is important, branding yourself, is that if you're like me and most people, you don't want to be salesy, right? You didn't sign up this to be annoying. You didn't sign up for this to like bother people. So what you want to do is brand yourself, and all that means is to be yourself. Be yourself. Make sure you're talking to people and stuff, but be yourself. So let's say you have your bling bag and somebody meets you in the mall and they want to ask about it, and you're sitting there and you're showing them their stuff. You don't have to be like, this is the coolest thing, Paparazzi's amazing, you should sign up, you can make a ton of money. All you need to do is be yourself. Like, holy cow, this is the best deal ever. Like, is it? If you think so, tell them and express yourself and use your own personality and use your own feelings and expressions to talk about it. So you talk to this lady and you say, this jewelry is amazing, I love it. And then let's say she's sitting there looking at that, and you know that you need to tell her about the opportunity to sell it. You can say something that is more like you. Like, I would probably say, just so you guys know, you can sell this, and it is something that I never imagined I would want to do until I did it. I get my jewelry for cheap, number one, which is the best part, but I have made a ton of friends. I get to teach people. I was going to be a teacher. I get to like discover things and solve problems, and I don't know. So when I kind of talk about that stuff, it's me coming through and expressing my own personality and my own thoughts, okay? So you don't have to be like salesy. So the reason we're talking about branding on this video and not earlier is that branding often comes across on the internet, okay? A lot of you guys are going to try to sell on Facebook. So let me give you a couple examples, because in person's great. That's not too bad, because when you're talking to people, it's a little easier to be yourself. Online, though, you don't necessarily want to copy what everybody else is doing. Just a little fact, I never, ever advertise paparazzi like graphics on my Facebook, because it doesn't work. So, I mean, you may get lucky here and there, but that's not what compels people to ask you about your business. What people like is stuff you do and your experiences and your own things that you're sharing about yourself. So here's a bad example. There are graphics out there that say, sign up for Paparazzi, only $99. It's like an ad. It's like something you'd see in the newspaper. That is boring, and that is not going to get anybody to read it. You've come across those from other companies, and I just skipped right past them. So that's an example of a wrong graphic, because it has no personality in it, okay? Instead, let's say I just signed up for Paparazzi with a $99 kit. I could get a picture of me opening the kit, or like have my husband take a picture of when I open it, or a video is even better, and I know I'm going to flip out over it. I don't even have to be fake. I just need to look at it and open it. I remember when I first got my kit, I was like, I can't even believe this, because I signed up without seeing the jewelry. And if I had that on video, that is priceless. That kind of stuff is going to catch people a lot more than just a dinky little generic ad that you copied from somebody else. So you want your personality in there. I'm going to try to think of a couple more examples. Yesterday I went to Chinese food with my family, and my fortune was awesome. It said something like, if you have a goal, do it and you can achieve it. Something like that. So all I did was I took a picture of the fortune with the fortune cookie and put it on Instagram, and I wrote a little thing that said, this is my new mantra. And I've had like 30 people like it, because they're getting to know me. They know I have a business. It's not a secret. And if you need a little formula for that, you need to do 90% personality stuff and only 10% saying, by the way, I have a business. Okay? So it's 90-10 or 80-20, around there. So just be genuine and try to let people get to know you. You can share your business experiences. Just make sure they're your experiences and your feelings and your emotions, and people will be drawn to you naturally. And then 1 out of every 10 times you can say, by the way, the kits are on sale this month, or whatever you want to say. People will come to you. So just make sure you're branding yourself as you, because nobody can be you. Anybody who wants to connect with you wants you and not somebody else anyway. So that's kind of how branding works. I have a training for my team all about this, but that's kind of the gist of it. And you can search Google for ideas if you need help on branding. But just make sure you're doing it right, and it's really going to help you be more confident about the way you're doing it and be more successful with it too.